them tomatoes. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the great 2021 Cascade harvest. And it has begun. You start getting them off the vines today. Quite a few already, so they're off, and they taste so good. They're bitter as all bitter. So we're going to get started clipping, and we'll sit down and we'll cut these off and we'll get them into our homemade Oast house. We've used for 4 or 5 years now. Nothing more than a cardboard box with a fan in it. And some great hops here. They're starting to brown up down the whole line here. So we're going to get them, get all the biggies off today. And we'll do it in maybe 2 different pickings. Get a lot of them down off the vine, and I'll sit here, then we'll pick them all off of here like this. I had to get on the ladder to get some of them, but looks like we had a decent crop this year anyway. So we'll get this first picking into the Oast house. It's in the garage, get them drying. Remember, hops are poisonous to dogs, especially after they come out of the sweet wort. Dogs are more attracted to go toward the sweet wort where the hops is, and they can kill them. They can kill them. So yeah, here's our little start on with the 2021 Cascade hop pick. It's a hot, humid day today, but we got to get her going because it takes a couple days. Okay, here's a good example of a cone being done. The way it sounds when you squeeze it, papery. Springs back nice. Sounds like a piece of paper. Also, by the way, it snaps off. Gives a little snap. And you can break it open at the brock here. Nicely like that. You see all the nice yellow lupulins in there. Oh, oh boy. Yeah, if you've never chewed on a raw hop like that, I suggest you try it. Really, really bitter. Oh, spit that one right out. But on with the pick. They'll sound papery. They'll start coming apart a little bit. They'll be browning. Get another example of a brown one here. Maybe this one. Starts to brown up a little bit on the edge and it spreads out. Camera won't pick up on that sound of the paper sound, but it springs back at you. Picking for an hour. We're up to here on the side there. You can see inside there. That's 1 hour picking on this stuff, and we haven't even made a dent on it. Got a lot more pickings to go, but we're going to take a little break. Why wouldn't I? Still at it here, a couple hours in. Got like a half a bucket though. These will be ready to go into the Oast house shortly once I finish a couple more pickings. And I'll be back at it tomorrow, more than likely, to pick some more. And I'll let some other ones age. I'll get the big ones down that are done and burning. Try to separate them easier. Why wouldn't I? There's the bucket. About half full. Harvest 2021. Gonna layer some into our Oast house here and get the fan on and get them drying. And then we'll get a measurement of how many we got there. Alright. There's our first layer. And we put in our second layer. And then we dump some in there. I usually got 3 pickings of the hops in stages. I'll take the biggest ones first and the driest ones that are ready, and we get them in here to go. And another layer. And get those in there spread out. This is nothing more than a box with a fan underneath it and furnace filters. They all go in there, that's good enough. Do a 3-layer batch here. My lockdown layer. And I usually get another layer here, but I put them in pretty thick. So we put those on like that. Here's the little roof to the Oast house. It's all made out of cardboard. You set that in place. Turn the fan on. I'm going to switch down here. And they're off and drying. And it shouldn't take long in here with the air conditioning. They should dry really quick. Lazy way to do it today, sitting in my chair. Tray number 2 of lovely, lovely, lovely dried Cascade hops. They look beautiful. So what I'm going to do is position this where I always do, and just go with the dump and watch what's going on the floor. And this time, not too much. Just one. Not a big deal. Then I set it down like this. And I'll just reach in here and grab the rest that are sticking in the furnace here. That's sticking there sometimes like this. And it's a little boring, but we'll weigh it out and see what we get in the house on the total scale here. I can't wait to see. I guessed at 9 ounces of the first picking, and I'll get 3 pickings of hops so far. So that's tray number 2. And I'll reach in here and grab out. It's hard to reach. Tray number 3. Nice full tray of dried Cascade hops in my Oast house. Works perfect. You gotta let this go so I can shake it. Sometimes 2 people actually goof things up here a little. I'm better off with 1. Okay. I'll fall on the ground, and I'll just position this over the bucket again and get my remaining ones out. And hops are poisonous to dogs, if I haven't said before. But your dog is more likely to get it when it's in the sweet wort after your boil. So you don't want to let that your grains lay around or nothing like that. All right, 2021. We're going to try to bag some of these hops. I already weighed out the bag. I zeroed it out on a scale. It weighed like 4 grams, and I'm the dog's here, and these are gonna spill. There they go. We're getting down to our last fill here. I do it by hand because it seems to be the most efficient way. You can't dump it by cup or anything else. It'll just go crazy. Use your hand to claw the hops. Get them in there. After everything's been zeroed and weighed out, 0 scaled. 2.6. Take another handful here. Maybe we'll make this one over 2.8. 3.2, well, it's already labeled, so we won't. I didn't say, first picking of the hops, 15 ounces dried, so that's almost a pound, so I'm on my way to get 2.5 pounds for sure. I'll be out there picking some more again later, because there's a lot more to come. No, man.
You should have received something in the mail about your car's extended warranty. Since we have not gotten a response, we are giving you a final courtesy call before we close out your file. Press 1 to speak with someone about possibly extending or reinstating your car's warranty. Again, press 1 to speak with a warranty specialist. Press 2 to be removed and put on our do not call list.
Hi, this is Miguel with the Warranty Division. We're doing your scheduled warranty checkup today. Can you please press verify that you're making model of your vehicle so I can pull up your file? Hello?
Yeah, I got it's a Harley Davidson motorcycle.
Harley Davidson motorcycle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I do apologize. Is that the only vehicle, that motorcycle is the only thing you get around with?
That's right.
Okay, I do apologize. We do not cover motorcycles, sir, okay?
Oh, you guys suck.